This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Wednesday, September 21st. I'm Michael Groff, and the last day of summer 2016 is looking like a fairly warm and humid forecast with isolated showers and thunderstorms around the area today. Much more interesting weather coming our way tomorrow. We'll certainly talk about that as we look outside right now from the Estrella Mountains. Partly to mostly cloudy skies across the valley. You really can't see it on the cam this morning because, well, it's the insanely early hour of 4:30 a.m., But it is, we do have some isolated showers out there as well. 81 degrees right now, dew point at 61, relative humidity 51%. The winds are calm and the barometer is falling. There's the cloud cover on the satellite picture this morning. Much of the state ensconced in cloudiness. And that's mostly due to the leftovers of former Hurricane Payne. Now just a remnant circulation, barely even discernible at that this morning. That'll play a critical role in our forecast over the next 36 hours or so. Radar does show some isolated showers just south of the valley over southern Maricopa County, western Pima County. Got some scattered showers in southern California, extending into extreme southern Nevada, northern Arizona as well. The watch warning map this morning, we've got plenty of fire danger issues still to contend with here in the west. And smoke from some of those fires in the San Joaquin and Sacramento valleys. Also, some air pollution issues for the Dallas, Houston, and Indianapolis areas, as well as flash flood watches for much of northern Iowa, southern and central Minnesota, including the Twin Cities, heading over into central Wisconsin. Convective outlook for today, a slight risk of severe weather from Omaha to Des Moines up toward the Twin Cities once again, with a marginal risk extending all the way from Lincoln to Milwaukee today. Day 2 tomorrow, we've got a marginal risk again over southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, as well as much of Utah and western Colorado. And I'll note that we have a marginal risk of severe weather, I would say, for tomorrow here in Arizona as well. The SPC may go ahead and add that in later today. We'll keep an eye on that. Then for day 3, Friday, a marginal risk from eastern Colorado, western Kansas, north towards South Dakota. All right, so here we go with the forecast. The models, the 06C GFS, valid at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time today. And why not for the last day of summer? We finish it out just like the rest of the season has gone pattern-wise. A trough digging into the west and a big ridge over the east. For us today, not too dissimilar to what we saw yesterday. I think we see more sunshine today. We'll call it partly sunny. And high temperatures will be a bit warmer, 90 to 95 or so. But we still have that warm, sort of stable air mass aloft, so really only isolated showers, about a 20% rain chance for us. You want some more significant precipitation, we'll have to go to the mountains north and east of Phoenix. The deep moisture will be around, but we just don't have the dynamics, the forcing. We have nothing to really trigger any of that to give us any widespread precipitation chances today. That, however, may change tomorrow. A more active day looking like it is in store for us. Here we go. A cold front approaching tomorrow and a lot of ingredients coming together to make for a very interesting forecast. We have strong unidirectional shear, 40 to 45 knots tomorrow afternoon. We have good moisture convergence with the leftover moisture from Payne coming through. We have lift. We have CAPE being generated, around 800 joules or so, which isn't a huge amount, but certainly more than enough given all of the other parameters. We'll have cooler air aloft coming in. So all of that spells out a decent chance of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. We'll go with a 40% chance. And some of those storms could get rather strong, maybe even isolated severe storms possible. I think the best risk from storms tomorrow would be strong, damaging winds, but can't rule out some hail and some very heavy rain, albeit brief heavy rain tomorrow. Now, the QPF forecast by the GFS is giving a nod to this as well, showing a half inch of rain possible for us between now and tomorrow evening. That might be overdone. I mean, you see values an inch and a half in northwest Pinal County, approaching 2 inches. I think that's a bit out there. Nevertheless, an isolated storm could certainly produce that. So the rainfall distribution, as we always say whenever we show you these maps, is never quite like this, but still something to keep in mind. The models have been showing a tendency to bring the dynamics a little bit closer to us. So we'll keep an eye on that for tomorrow afternoon. And by late Thursday night into Friday, drier air will work its way on in, and it's going to start to feel really comfortable. Friday, a beautiful day. We don't even get out of the 80s for our highs. And with those lower dew points, it's going to feel perfect. Friday night, to some of you, might even feel a bit chilly. We'll have lows in the upper 50s to mid 60s when you wake up Saturday morning. Highs on Saturday might not make 90. Sunday, another cool start, and then we'll probably get up to about 91 or so. Monday and Tuesday look perfect as well. Lows 60 to 65, and we'll have highs roughly in the upper 80s to lower 90s. Really not going to see any big warm-ups. By a week from today, this is September the 28th, well, the forecast gets kind of murky. This run of the GFS shows a tropical system of some nature off the west coast of Mexico once again. Now, this is not something that's completely foreign to us, especially this time of year, and it's already happened a few times this summer, but this was not a feature that was even on the models yesterday. So we'll note that as we go forward. By next Thursday, the system makes its way up the west coast of Mexico, and here we go to the end of the forecast period, Friday, September 30th. Low, the tropical system, whatever it may be, the center of it would be somewhere around the Yuma area. Worth noting here that, again, this feature was not here yesterday. It may not be here tomorrow, so nothing to get too excited about. Also, the distribution of the moisture in this system does not look conceptually right, as generally when these systems move in this nature, most of the moisture plume is on the northern and eastern side of the system. So don't think this is something that you should get too concerned about. If it keeps showing up on consistent run after run, then maybe we'll have to talk about it as we go forward. But for now, let's just look at next week as a pretty dry, fairly tranquil forecast with temperatures below normal. And that's something to be thankful for around here. All right, looking at those temperatures through the period, the GFS has us, only at 87 on Friday, 88 on Saturday. That sounds really nice. And look at those low temperatures staying very comfortable through the period. And we warm it up to about normal by the 1st of October and keep it about there through the end of the period. That's a look at the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video posted by tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for watching.